So when I talk about Epitalon is a peptide that affects the pineal gland. The pineal gland is very valuable real estate. It's right in the center of your brain, right behind your eyes. But that little tiny gland, the size of a grain of rice, makes melatonin. And you probably have heard the word melatonin. Melatonin does way more than just help you sleep at night. Melatonin turns into many different metabolites. It impacts whether you dream or not, which affects whether you're repairing at night or not. And it affects the way your brain works. So melatonin affects your stress response and your mood and your immune system and many other things. And as we age, our melatonin peaks around age 30 or so, and then it begins to decline for the rest of your life. So by the time you hit late 40s, 50s, and 60s, your melatonin may be half of what it was when you were in your 30s. What if we could restore the pineal gland? Literally make it behave like a younger gland. What if we could rejuvenate it? That's what Epitalon does. And that is what's so cool. Benefits of Epitalon, this simple peptide. It doubles your melatonin. And in fact, it takes your melatonin back to youthful levels. So now you're making your own melatonin. But beyond that, people that have done Epitalon, we see an improvement in the blood sugar overall. We see cancer risk cut in half because melatonin affects your immune system. Melatonin itself is an anti-cancer agent and an antioxidant and an anti-inflammatory. The telomeres or your DNA got longer. We'll talk more about telomeres in another talk on this longevity series, but just know that that means your DNA is healthier. I've mentioned that melatonin is an antioxidant and immune supportive element, so the impact of this, it can restore a damaged neurologic system, immune system, cardiovascular system, and we've seen that in human studies. It prevents high blood pressure, memory loss, and osteoarthritis. It increases the lifespan in humans and animals. This has been studied and measured, and it improves sleep, mood, and stress response. Now, who isn't on board for all that, right? Oh, and by the way, it inhibits cancer. So this is a tremendous adjunct because as we age, we literally, that's when we get all the problems that you know, the diabetes, the hypertension, the cancer, the Alzheimer's. These come with age. If we can convince our brain to act as a younger brain, then we're going to avoid a lot of these things. In a human study done in 2011, they took 60 to 69-year-old people, okay, men and women, and they put them in two groups. Half of them got Epitalon, the other half did not. And then they tracked them. They followed their heart function through exercise measures, endurance. They measured blood sugar and cholesterol. So they wanted to see, as they aged, what was their functional age versus their actual age. And they saw a 50% reduction in heart disease and strokes. They cut it in half because the body had been restored to a younger physiology. Their physical endurance improved. In fact, people that weren't treated in the study, their physical endurance got worse by 10% over a 13-year period. The group that was treated, their physical endurance improved 10%. That's a 20% swing. That's significant. And they saw a 57% reduction in blood sugar problems. That's tremendous because blood sugar problems are what lead to cholesterol problems and vascular problems and Alzheimer's. And they saw greater melatonin and sleep physiology, of course. So again, if this is a news topic, fantastic, because I'm telling you, peptides are a way for you and I to restore our younger function and literally convince ourselves to behave like 30-year-old cells, not 60-year-old cells. If you have an interest, and you should, contact our office, ask about Epitalon or other peptide therapies that we offer. They're very beneficial if you're interested in living a long, productive life. All right. Hope this was helpful. See you next time. Take care.